President of the United States of America, Donald Trump.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Look at this turnout. This is incredible. And there are many people outside that can't get into the hangar. The fire marshal won't let them in. Oh, fire marshal, let me talk to you, please. Please. But it's such an honor. And, you know, we've had tremendous results here. And I think we're going to do very well here. We're going to do well everywhere. I think the only place we're tied, actually, is Texas. We're tied in Texas, and I think we have a really good chance of winning Texas. People are so tired of these politicians, just all talk, no action. And I've been watching it. I've dealt with them all my life. I've been watching it all my life. I got a little glimpse of it just now coming in. I watched this lightweight Rubio, total lightweight. And little mouth on him. Bing, 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 bing. And his new attack is he calls me a con artist. I'm a con man, right? You know, I built a great business. And believe me, I wish my father loaned me $200 million or gave me $200 million. I wish he had $200 million in those days. I'll tell you what. I wish my father gave me that money. I borrowed a tiny amount of money, $1 million. I started a business. It's worth much more than $10 billion right now. I filed unbelievable statements with the FEC, federal elections. And the press knows, they fully understand, because they went down there, they were like a bunch of ants. They were all over the place. And they were so disappointed to see what a great company it is. Some of the great assets of the world, very little debt, tremendous cash flow, and it says it all. First time I've ever done that because I'm a private company. And believe me, if I didn't have a good statement, I wouldn't have been able to run because I wouldn't have been able to file. And the filing is amazing, and the company's amazing. And the reason I tell you that is because that's the thinking we need. We have $19 trillion in debt. We're going up to $21 trillion as a country. Our country is a mess. We're losing our business. Companies are moving into Mexico. They're moving to China. They're moving to Ireland. Pfizer just announced they're going to move to Ireland. Great company. They're moving to Ireland. They're moving all over the world. They're leaving us. And our numbers, that 5% number you hear, unemployment, total fiction. It's probably 25, could even be 30%. Because when somebody looks for a job and they give up, like most people do, they go home, they say, I can't do it anymore, they're considered statistically employed. We have a real problem, folks, and we're going to get it solved, okay? But I will address, little Rubio. This guy has a fresh mouth. He's a very nasty guy. And I actually thought that Ted Cruz was a liar, but Rubio is worse. I mean, he's worse. And I must tell you, one of the reasons I love having Chris, and Chris called me a couple of days ago and said, you know what you have is a movement. I've never seen anything like it. He said, and he's a pro. He's one of the real endorsements that I wanted. And he called me. I would have called him. I was sort of like getting ready to call him. And out of the blue, Chris called. And he said, I want to endorse you in your campaign. I've never seen anything like it. And many people have never seen anything like it. Peggy Noonan, who's terrific, she writes a fantastic piece today in the Wall Street Journal talking about it. What's happening is amazing. Time magazine a few weeks ago, a cover story, the movement that we've created. But just to address, so I was in New Hampshire, which we won, by the way. We, not me, we won. And I saw a meltdown of a human being like I've never seen. It was Rubio. And it was Chris who started. And I'll tell you what, he is one prosecutor, isn't he? But he started, and he looked at Rubio, and they went back and forth, and all of a sudden, and you have to understand, I'm in the center. I've been in the center for every single debate now, which is like, center means good. I told CNN, well, are you going to announce that I'm number one? No. I said, well, nobody's going to know I'm number one unless you announce it. They said, you're in the center. I said, I don't care. Nobody knows that. But they don't want to do that. They should do that, right? But they don't want to do that. They never want to do this. They never want to do anything good. I'm not just talking to them. I'm talking about the other ones, too. The media, the most dishonest human beings on earth, I'm telling you. The most. And we're going to, by the way, well, on that subject. I am going to do everything I can if I win. They write false stories, they write nasty false stories, and they know they're false. I've had some written more than I've ever seen before in the last period of a few months. They write false stories you can't really sue because the libel laws are essentially non-existent. We're going to open up the libel laws so when they write falsely, we can sue the media and we can get the story corrected and get damages.